I can't see the chat. Hold on. Chat window. The most important part of our entire show. Literally, these degenerate folk to my right. What's up, Purple? What's up, Hercules?
Purple.
This doesn't feel like a full deck. I feel like I don't have a full deck.
Why do you have a deck?
It's my Mandalorian deck.
Is this live? Is it on?
Is this thing working?
It's working. Herc is here. What up, Herc?
Hercules.
Herc. Oh, time to chug. Time to wake up.
Chug.
Are you Celsius then a Red Bull?
Yeah, why not? They're small.
Oh, they're crazy.
Well, you're getting like
Purple Wolf Demon.
Yeah, purple, dude.
Why are you sad?
Perp. Jungle got me edging. What are you talking about?
Yo, whoa.
I don't know. I don't know what the new age definition of edging is anymore. Like I have other definitions from being onk, you know. I've got onk definitions, but
to be honest, I don't want to know.
I don't either. I don't even know. Does that mean I've got you on the edge of your seat?
Nah.
Oh.
Think on the edge about a bust.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean that tracks.
They're pretty big in my. What's pretty big? I don't want someone to steal my Shin Hati offer again.
Oh.
what happened with that?
Someone grabbed it at full price. While there was an counter offer going on for Wednesday. Someone just popped in and grabbed it. It was funny too because someone popped in like simultaneously and was like, I've seen other people have that spot at this. And as soon as he said that, someone grabbed it at full price.
Got him. Was it Tony?
Like, got him. No, actually, it was someone else. Someone who is an absolute gangster and supporter of the stream. What's up, Gazer?
Nice. Mr. Gazer, how we doing?
Gazer.
Are you live on your channel? You want to check that?
The Red Bull can Jungle said they're small. Yes. Yeah. So basically, Poppy has the monster can, which is basically 2 cans. It's like 2 cans Sam over there.
16 ounces. It's a
can
and a half.
8.4. So you got an 8.4 plus a Celsius. And so I'm basically drinking a monster right now because I already had the Celsius and now I'm having the Red Bull.
Why you never say anything? Chat, what are you talking about? Hurt, what are you talking about? You drunk?
It's the middle of the day, dude. It's the middle of the day.
That's why I ask.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time.
That's the time. Yeah. You got to have a beer with lunch. You know what I mean? Your Mac wiped your stuff. Bought a new 4 terabyte hard drive to run my Mac OS off of instead. Interesting.
My Mac wiped my stuff? Jeez.
That sucks.
That sucks, man. Poppy likes BWC? I do.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Big white cans.
Come
on, Unk. Come on.
You guys are constantly creating new things that I am learning like the next day on, you know? So that's okay. I can be that. That's fine. I'm still too busy changing diapers and
wait until she hits her teens. Because my brother's 16.
Yeah.
So I learn everything as soon as it happens.
Yeah, she'll tell me right away. It'll be the main line.
Yeah, you're good.
True.
It's funny because he says some shit and I'm like, because he'll say something that meant completely different when I was his age. And I'm like, you can't 100%. Be saying that. And I learned what he means. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like glazing, that was a total different meaning when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Now it's like a good thing. And it's like it's a common thing. It's like whenever you're like
But it
when someone's
derives
like
from some nastiness.
exactly.
Sweet sands, let's go.
Yeah, daddy duties do come first. Last night I was up till like 2 in the morning working on sketches and listening because my daughter is kind of has like a cold, like a head cold, and so I was listening to her, and because she kept waking up and screaming and crying, and it was sad. But she would go back to sleep, and so I was listening to see if I needed to go in there and comfort her. You know how it is, you know. But I'm not that.
Sticker on the boba sketch.
Yeah, that's a new code phrase. Not gonna lie, it looks so much better in person from what I thought. I told y'all that. I was like, y'all need to see this sketch in person because it's one of those that is like a little bit more immersive. You have to see it in person with the style in which it was done.
Oh, the sketch you pulled from your break.
The Boba Fett Daniel Logan sketchograph. Yeah. I personally think it's better in person. Nice. So well,
we're talking about Joshua today.
Joshua. Who's Joshua?
Oh, I am a little.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
We can hit that at the very end for sure.
Yeah. Just DM me all the info so we can get that. You said you put it in your Discord.
It is. It is.
Maybe you can find it. I don't know where it is.
Let me. They blew it up. They blew up the general yesterday, like quite a lot. So I'll have to scroll way back up. Nice. There's a lot going on here. If you could do me a favor.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm looking for it right now. But we, as you can imagine, we are going to be talking about none other than Smugglers Outpost.
Yes, sir.
What's hot on the block, you know? What's hot on the block? Who'd you DM it to, Purple? Me? Gotcha. I will read this at the end. And then we'll talk about how we're gonna provide support and where to look for that. So
I'm getting all the photos ready. All right, cool.
Well, what do you guys think? We have had 2 days or so of seeing Smugglers opened, or 3 days, I guess, after today. We saw it opened early on Tuesday. Obviously, we opened it on Wednesday on the release day. And then today, people have been breaking it as well. Seen a lot of big things and seen a lot of cool things. And I think Battle Poppy and myself both we have run breaks, we have been in breaks, and we have watched breaks. So we've seen a lot, felt a lot, been a part of it. What are your thoughts, Mr. Pax? What are your thoughts?
I'm more surprised that how much I like it than how much I like it compared to how much I thought I was actually gonna like it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I like it more than I thought I was gonna like it, and that surprised me because usually I'm pretty tough. I'm pretty hard critic, but I think ultimately for what you're getting here, it makes sense. It totally makes sense as a product, and at the price point, to me, it still makes sense. Because my thing is, most people, my experience because I don't really call myself a breaker. I just call myself like a streamer because I don't really run breaks as often. I tend to do those mainly for new releases. But from selling stuff, it seems like people are going after autos and sketches. So to have a box that guarantees you at minimum 2 autos and 2 sketch reproductions, I think that's a pretty it's a pretty big incentive to buy into if that's what you're after. It's I guess it's more of a high roller set for those guys who kind of just want the dopamine now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you come in with low expectations for it?
I didn't have expectations for it because it was just something that we've never had this before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, but I'm very impressed, especially with the finest stuff. The finest stuff is really, really nice.
Dude, the finest base set is one of my favorite base sets. And I know that I have recency bias, but even whenever I saw it initially and then kept seeing it, and after opening it, I'm just like, dude, that design is so good. It's beautiful. It takes parallels super well. It actually showcases the photo of that character extremely well. Yeah, it's super solid. I love it. It really it does it for me.
And then the parallels look really nice. Like the out of 5, the reds, those are really, really nice in my opinion.
They are.
They really pop.
They do, and they don't just feel like it's like, for example, with Galaxy, one of the biggest complaints about out of 5s is that it's just a red logo, or the oranges that it's just an orange logo, and you don't get anything else other than like a base refractor look. And I know that that's why they came out with that red logo fractor, and some of the others that we've seen, but this really, like, I don't know, the finest sets take those different colors extremely well.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, they really pop when you have them in hand under a nice little light. They look really, really nice and shiny. I don't know how to explain it until you see them in person, but even the base cards are really very well made. And I think this is probably some of the better in terms of like packing it out. Probably not, but in terms like, okay, think about it grading wise. This is some of the best condition cards I've seen in a while come out of a set. These cards are going to grade very well.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully so. So we've already got quite a few questions in the chat. We want to know what you guys' feelings are. Purple, that's something we do actually plan on. We had this discussion earlier, and we plan on addressing. So we're gonna go over kind of like our experiences with the set, answer you guys' questions, tell you guys what we think about it, and what we plan on seeing or speculate seeing in the future.
Yeah. Well, first, how did you try any on the second drop, on the official drop?
Me?
Yeah. How was that experience for you?
Cases never hit the market, just like the pre-sale drop. And then I got looped into a queue. I was like, okay, I'm going to test this just out of curiosity. I just tried to get one hobby box on Topps website, hit it, and it was like, put me in a queue. I was on the phone with somebody else simultaneously. They tried 3. They got kicked out right away. And it was like, nope. I got looped into a queue, and it said like 5-6 minutes, got all the way down to 0, reset me back to 5 minutes.
Sheesh.
Brought me all the way down to 0, reset me back to 5 minutes. So I got looped for like 20 minutes and never got anything. And then it finally said, sold out, you're done.
What?
Yep, this happened.
So it took 20 minutes for the page to sell out?
Yep. Well, maybe. I don't think anyone would have been able to get in 20 minutes later to the point that I was, because I was in the queue essentially, but I was getting like kicked back. I don't know why. I don't know exactly how that works, why I got to the front of the queue and then got sent to the end of the queue again.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
It sucks. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. That whole thing is not good for collectors in the hobby. It's just not good for it. But yeah, I'm kind of becoming less and less concerned about that, because it's like my expectation is that like I'm not going to be able to get anything. So yeah. Do you want to talk about the marketing component of Purple's statement here?
genuine feeling about the 3 Hans?
I'm curious to know if that's what he means. So Purple, can you clarify what you mean by 3 one-of-ones in one case? Because I know we saw 3 sketchographs come out of a 5-case break. And that could just be luck of the draw. But
so this is what he's okay. I get it. You're speaking about this one specifically. I think. Okay, is Purple in here right now? What does he mean?
Yeah, we need some clarification on
why because who was the streamer who pulled it?
Are you talking about the Han solo sketch?
Because he's talking about the 3 1-on-1s in. Is that what he's talking about, or what's 3 1-on-1s in one case?
Well, those didn't come out of the same case. Not the Hans. 1-of-1 Padme, 1-of-1 Maul, some lower character. Were they Superfractors? And they were all out of the same case?
I don't even know what's happening. You guys got to update me on this one. Where can I? Is there pictures? Did someone post it?
Well, because yeah, we'd have to see. We'd need confirmation for that if you have it, because then we can discuss it. Because we've already had this popcorn. Okay.
Yeah.
Popcorn culture.
Popcorn culture. I don't think he's in that pot of juice streamers, right?
See, that's what we were talking about.
Not in like a negative way. I'm not trying to say like he's not good, but
we don't think that he's connected like what you're suggesting. His could just be luck. And
well, I mean, it's like when you pull the 5 Kyber crystals out of one case, I could sit here and be like, oh, you're getting juiced cases. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
so because sometimes weird things happen, and we've seen it before. However, that does not mean that there aren't juiced cases going to influencer streamers, because we were having this discussion. It does actually make sense to send curated cases from a marketing standpoint to streamers that are big streamers, because then they're the ones that they know are going to hit the market, have the biggest audience to see what they are pulling, to be able to showcase the product the most. And so we agree that is a possibility, a strong possibility. So not supers. One was a super, one was a printing plate, and one looked like a plain white non-auto Maul, I believe. Probably Galactic Antiquities insert 1-of-1. Yeah, so those are all different. And that's all just like luck of the draw, dude. As crazy as that sounds, like that's just kind of a crazy lucky case. We've seen really good cases happen before. Like, you know, he's had them, I've had them, Tony's had them. We're not getting any special treatment either, you know? So it does happen.
Right here he says, like, Dizzle hit 2 out of 10 autos of Snoke from East Coast in a 3-case. Like, how confirmed 4 out of 10 autos from Greedo already hot. Or already hit. I mean, that's just the thing is, you also got to understand is this product is okay. Remember watching Galactic Antiquities and it felt like almost every other case had the same fucking cards? There's only 1,000 cases.
Yep.
Same with Smugglers. There's less than 4,000 cases versus like something like Galaxy. There's who knows 60, 50, 100,000 cases out there. So like the possibilities of getting the same shit over are a little spread out versus a product like this. If you have 100 cases, you have a pretty big percentage of your local population of what you have.
They also have humans packing them, so always subject to crazy flaws. Happened with the guy who hit 6 of the Lucasfilm sketches. Yeah, like there's all kinds of like kind of speculations and tinfoil hat type thought processes that we can get into when we start to see crazy stuff. But the fact of the matter is too, we have a really unique way of viewing as many different openings of a product as possible. It's under a microscope, and you're living in that echo chamber viewing that microscope every single day. And there's never going to be a moment in time where this product gets opened more in like a concentrated dose. So you're going to see some crazy stuff, right? This has never happened in the history of like the hobby. at this point where we see so many people opening a Star Wars product or opening a Marvel product on release week. So this is the biggest the hobby's ever been, and the most people opening it live that has ever been. So there's definitely some of that going on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like, I don't know. It just seems like it happens more than, let me see how I can explain it. We are so niche that it's not like the baseball where someone pulls something and eventually you'll find out. Like, we're such a small group of people that when something happens, someone puts it in a Discord and everybody almost 100% knows right away of like what's happening. So I think we're just getting information so fast that it's like, because a lot of people are complaining like that it feels like everything's already been pulled. Well, it's like you also just spent the last 48 hours watching 600 cases get open. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so it's weird. It's weird. It messes with our perception, which is really, really bizarre and interesting. So there's just a lot of factors. I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, Purple. It is weird. And sometimes you're going to get weird little concentrated pockets of certain characters because it's random. And not only is there a certain amount of randomness, there's a certain amount of like non-randomness too that's mixed in. So it's weird. It's definitely weird. And we don't even have all the information either. So to know the full equation. But there's another question that Sweets asked. That was, can we pull that one up? I really want to address this because I addressed it partially in my chat.
What, this Leia sketch?
Well, not that one, but yes, thank you so much. How do you feel pulling the Leia sketch? Epic. Yeah, that was sick. Really cool. I decided I was going to support one small streamer on release day, and it happened to be Benzin, and I rated him from my stream. Took everybody over there. He was doing 2-box breaks. He had 2 of them lined up. I saw that Leia was available in both of them, and I was like, well, I really like Leia in this set. I'm gonna hunt for Leia this first round and see how it goes. So I grabbed the Princess Leia team in the first 2-boxer, and I waited. I didn't grab it in both. I kind of waited because I knew that people weren't really hunting her in her stream or in his stream because she was still available late in the break. And so I was like, well, I think I can wait and see if we open this first 2. If she doesn't come out, I'll double down and buy her again in the next break. And that's exactly what happened. And that's what I did. And then in the second break, that sketch came out. And Tim Agar, it's his first set in Tops. And I know how good he is because I've seen his work on his PSCs and I've seen him because of Collectabees. And I was like, man, this guy is incredible. Why haven't we seen this guy yet? And then this is his first set. And then I pulled his Leia sketch with Benzin, and it just, dude, I was overjoyed. I told Poppy I was running around my house doing the Kobe Bryant. I was like just running with my fist up, just yes, just running around the living room. So I was really psyched. But to go from sketches to that was like a silver foil sketch for the set. But we also have stellar art cards and stellar sketches in this set. So there are 4 different, as most of you know at this point, there are 4 different kind of subsets within the set. We have Finest, Chrome Black, Stellar, and Galactic Antiquities. There are Stellar on-card autographs, and there are Stellar art cards. These Stellar art cards, can we show some of those?
Yeah.
Can we show those Stellar art cards? And then we can also show you guys what this Stellar OG,
the reproduction or the
show us the reproduction first. Show us the reproduction first, because this is the question. This is Sweet's question here. We're gonna pull them up so you guys can see the differences and we can talk about what they mean.
Okay, give me a quick second. Boom, boom, boom. Add image. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get this.
So basically, while he's pulling that up, what I can say is that there are different parallels for each one that are numbered, different foil color on the front. And then there is an original sketch. So orange foil, 19 of 25. I actually pulled this one. This is the Angel of Elias Leia. And I think it's really cool, first of all. I, as an artist and a breaker, streamer, opener of product, I like seeing this stuff, and collector. I like seeing this stuff because it's like, for me right now, I can't just go buy this Leia Angel of Elias sketch. I'm not going to be able to get my hands on it. Some big dog is going to get their hands on it, or someone's going to get lucky and pull it in a break, and it's going to get vaulted forever. And so it's really difficult to get your hands on some of this stuff. And it would be very expensive if it were on the secondary market. Okay. So, but I can own a piece of it. And this is something that's been happening for years in art. People buy limited runs of prints of an original piece ad nauseum. You see this with Star Wars Celebration. You have the Artist Alley. They all had their limited run of prints. They had a certain number. They were all numbered. That they sold those and then they're gone. You can get a print for $50 or $60 like that. It's a way that you can enjoy and share that art. And I think it immortalizes that art and extends its reach even more. I don't think it takes away from the original piece at all. I think it adds to it. You know, think of it like this. You could either have one person knowing what Starry Night is by Vincent van Gogh, or you can have the whole world for generations know about it because we made copies of it and shared it across a lot of different mediums. You know, it immortalizes the piece. It actually makes it more valuable.
That's my take on it. And I know last stream I did mention that I'm not the biggest like sketch chaser personally, but when it comes to stuff like this makes me want the original. This makes me look at the original as more valuable than just pulling a regular sketch. Because like to me, like there's 1,000 people that have a fake version of what I have, but I have the real one.
Yeah.
Versus I'm like for some reason it doesn't sound right on paper because like I get a sketch like, oh, I'm the only one that has this. No one else even has a copy of this, but then versus this, it's like I'm the only one who has the real one. I don't know, something about that to me just it tickles me a little more than the other kind of sketches. Yeah,
absolutely. And it works the same way in the art world, in the art market.
Yeah.
So the original of this Leia print, number 25, is in this set somewhere. So people are chasing it. It's in the set. We've already seen one original get pulled, at least, and I'm sure several more. But I saw East Coast pull one. Yeah, and so
I'm gonna pull up the odds for those real quick. Keep going.
Yeah. I want to say he said it was like 1 in 200 boxes or something like that.
Let's see.
Yeah, like having a pop one slab. Similar, yeah. Can we also, after you pull that up, can we pull up the an example of an original? Because they don't have foil on them. They're just blank on the front, and it's just the art piece. So Cisco posted one of his, Cisco Rivera posted one of his on his Instagram, and it's a crazy Django Fett. We'll show that one to you guys in a minute.
So it's 1 in 226 boxes.
Yeah.
So
which is 226 divided by 6 would be per case. So that 37. Would be 226 divided by 6 equals 37, 38. 1 in every 38 cases.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Which seems to be, I guess, if there's 3,800 cases, there's 1% chance at getting that.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a 1%
Not even
chance.
A 0.01% chance.
Almost. Yeah, it's about there. It's about there. Can we pull up that Django?
Yeah.
Cisco Rivera. What's up, Ken? What up, Sleevey? Good seeing you guys. Thanks for tuning into the stream. There he is. Good Lord, have mercy. That is incredible.
Crazy.
That is
wild.
incredible. It's nuts. It's actual nuttiness.
Yeah, how is that even possible?
It's actual nuttiness. He's a student of art, has been for a millennia. Yeah, if you look through his Instagram, it's just absolutely absurd. I go through his Instagram like once every other week or so and just look at everything.
So is this
yeah.
So this is the sketchograph right here. We'll get to that. This is so this is the only original art he did.
I think he did 2 of them. I don't know what the other one was.
It's not. He hasn't posted it. Maybe is it here? No.
No, I don't see it.
No, these are black foils.
Yeah, those are black foils. If you read his comments if you go to read the text, here's one of my 2.
Here's one of my 2.
Yeah.
So he probably hasn't even posted the other one.
Yeah, exactly. But like Angel did some, Tracy, Josh Trout, I think Simra Bullet did 2 of them. She posted hers. She did the Ayla Sakura and another one, maybe Bo-Katan. I don't remember, but yeah, there's
I don't. How? This is wild.
Yeah. Cisco's Vader is insane. I mean, they're both insane. I'm a huge fan of his. I would love to have any of his sketches. Yeah. It is a dream of mine.
How do you feel? Okay, so sketchographs, have they ever been in a top set before?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes. Maybe only in one other set. Maybe 2. It was a Galaxy set. Tactic knows because he has one. It's an older Galaxy set. I don't know exactly which one. I'd have to dig.
I feel like
they weren't as good as this, though.
I never knew about these until you were making them. When we used to go to the con and when we were waiting in line for you to get the autos and stuff.
Yeah.
And then now I feel like and then the Swayu or whatever. I get everything, all the names wrong. So
you got this. Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Swayu was doing them. Swayu was doing them. I want to say that I saw it just from like a private artist doing it. And I was like, oh, I want to do those. That's cool. I'm already here. I can already just get the autos. Like I'll just do some too. Because I like the combination. I think it's a fun collaboration of art in terms of a filmmaking perspective and art in terms of like a physical fine art perspective. And you combine those things and that's really cool. And that becomes like a relic of pop culture that you really can't get any other way. Like I find them to be incredibly dope and worthwhile. And then
that's what was that? Yeah, finish what you were saying.
Well, and then you get Topps making official ones, and then it further takes in the mindset of the culture. It further elevates that idea.
Yeah.
So,
do you think? Okay, so remember earlier I was saying how most people when they come to my stream and buy stuff, they're mainly chasing the autos and the sketches, the case hits.
Sure.
So does this make the ultimate chaser for people? Like this is combining both of them onto one unique product. So for me, it's like you're literally taking the art of the artist who made the sketch and then the signature from the artist who portrayed that character and making it kind of like an ultimate piece of art.
Yeah.
And to me, I think these are undervalued right now.
Yeah, I don't think people understand the level of like how significant these are. I think you're right. Absolutely. To me, that's why this morning when I got up, I came straight downstairs and I jumped in on a Swayu break or a Swayu drop, which are these. And I bought 2 of them, this morning. And they're going to be mysteries. I'll open them on stream. We'll find out what's in them. But yeah, nice. I think these are great. This is a Candace Daly oil painting. Natasha Lou Bordizzo signed that. Candace Daly is the one who did the box art with the What Remains card in Galaxy. She was in the Star Wars Celebration art show this last year. She's great, dude. She's incredible, man. And so combining all of those things, you're combining the fandom with art, with there's just so much. There's a richness to them that I don't think people understand fully yet. So get your sketchographs now. Get them while the getting's good, because people are going to start to realize, and some people have, some of the big collectors have, for sure, and have them in their collections. So, guys like Ronsky, shout out. He's got them. Toys, he's got them. A lot of people do. So
yeah, I have a feeling that once these really hit, and I don't want to make everything about prices and selling them, but I can see most of these, depending on the character, being like minimum $1,000.
Yeah, they should.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
they should be.
Because it's not like it's when we say a one-of-one sketch, like I feel like this is more towards that realm.
It really is. It is more because it's more components, right?
Yeah.
It's like anything that requires more components and timing to happen in the way that it does, to put it together in a way that's that presentable, that level, it makes the value higher, So
well, that leads into that whole debacle we just experienced the last 2 days. How do you feel about 3 Han Solo sketchographs being pulled from one break?
Well, it was a 5-case break.
Cases. Yeah,
it was a 5-case break. Well, curiously, one of my first question is always like, well, who was it? Because I'm curious about who had those cases and what were their affiliations, because I want to know the story, right? How did that happen? Is that just luck? Is that dumb luck? Or is there more to it than that? Because that right there causes you to raise some eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah.
Because if I go to the odds right here, the sketchograph is every 1 in 115 packs.
So boxes, because there's only 1 pack in every box.
Yeah. So if you do the math, I guess it's not that hard to pull them, but
he shouldn't have even had 1. He shouldn't have even had 1 in the break, right? Much less 3. Right. But you always have a chance.
Not 1 in 19, 1 in 20 cases.
1 in 20 cases.
Yeah.
So there was a good shot he was going to pull 1 of them. There was like a 25% chance he was going to pull 1.
Which is high. That's a high chance.
That is a high chance. But to have 3 of them is... It's another 1 in many millions event. It's like one of these 1 in many millions.
That's why I was trying to ask you. So these, again, the value shit. Where do you put these in terms of like value compared to like what Tony has, a PSA 10 Han Superfractor, or like what Rolling pulled a not a PSA, but Superfractor die cut Han? Because so the die cut makes that unique. The national version of that makes that unique, and then now there's these versions that make them unique. But then I see 3 of them.
Right.
What
I mean,
you can't pull 3 Han Supers from anyone's set.
No.
And this is basically that, but a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that this is a Topps mess up, because it depends on where he got his cases from. Did Fanatics flow this guy cases on allocation? We don't know. I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen this streamer before. Were all 3 of these Dan Berggren's art pieces, or was he just one of them? I can't tell.
I have no idea. Let me see.
Dan's the one that posted this. So, and to answer your question, I personally value these more than Superfractors, because to me, now that doesn't mean that the population,
only the front middle one is, sorry.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That doesn't mean that the entire population has that same set of values, though, right? Because you may have a greater population, that would spend more money on a Gem Mint 10 Han Solo Super than they would one of these art pieces. I personally would go after one of these first, because I would value this first. Because I'm more I am more interested in collecting a sketchograph, a high-end sketchograph, than I am a Superfractor. I would rather have the auto.
Yeah.
I think it has the greatest potential long term. Maybe not like, how do I say this? Because I always think that the supers are going to go higher. I could be wrong by that, but I do think the supers are probably going to always have like a dollar amount that's higher.
Yeah.
But there's a significance to something like this that I would personally value more long term. So,
okay, well, that leads into something I do want to bring up real quick. Because how do you feel about this then? Hide this. So I'm still learning how to.
Yes, Tyler, they are. The market is going up as we speak. And a big part of that is because the artists are getting better. The artists are cooking and getting better, dude.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's too high.
Well, what I'm trying to point out is this is a base Mark Hamill auto.
And this is the part of that conversation which I didn't have all the pieces to, which is what you were saying in my stream, because I didn't know this yet. Yeah. And you were talking about in-person signing stuff, and you were talking about how the market's changing for Mark Hamill autos in particular. And this is a big part of that because he has base autos, base sticker autos for Finest, and base on-card autos. Is that correct, Stellar? Look down in the middle, right below it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have. So I don't know how many that is, and we won't know until we see all the parallels out there. But that does suggest that there's a lot more of them out in the market now. $6,000 is just a silly number that they threw on. That's why it says make offer.
Well, that's why that's one thing I did want to talk about, but I did want to bring up this thing I'm thinking about. So Hayden Christensen has been showing up to almost, it seems like, every con he could possibly make time to go to. And and God bless his soul, he's trying to spend as much time as he can with his fans, and he's signing everything.
Yep.
Mark Hamill just got announced to do a con in June, which I will be attending. I did buy my VIP ticket. And now I'm seeing base cards of Mark Hamill. It did, because he was a big stickler for a long time about his autograph. He just didn't sign anything and everything. Yeah. Now that we see base autos, do you think this means he has now kind of just, I wouldn't say given in, but he's like, okay, let's kind of start, it's free money at this point.
I think people want it. Yeah, I think he's relaxed. Personally, I think he's relaxed because I think he's realized that, like, and this happens, just people change over time. People let go of things that maybe they've been holding on to. Things change their mind. It's possible the fandom has changed his mind. You know, it's possible him being brought back into Star Wars and sort of had his character honored after being dishonored, that he's switched his tune. I could see that for sure. Like, if it were me and if my character was like dishonored and killed, like, I would be pretty, like, I would be upset by that. And then you look at coming back and seeing what John and Dave have done to honor his character with The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett and everything like that. I could see him changing and turning around and being like, look, all right, cool. You guys are going to, like, you guys are going to bring my character back up and bring me back into the light. I'll start signing again. I'll start giving back. I'll start showing up, Because now he's not going to be nearly as embarrassed to do so either. Because that's embarrassing what they did to him, dude. Like, in my opinion. So, and, you can call it a hot take or whatever, but yeah, I think his age definitely has a lot to do with it too. Like, with age comes wisdom. You just become more relaxed and etc. People are putting ridiculous prices out on eBay right now. Don't buy any of this stuff.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at.
It's gonna change.
Do you think this now opens the door for maybe a Natalie Portman base auto in upcoming sets?
We've already seen it. We saw it in.
What set has Natalie Portman base autos?
25 hyperspace. We saw it.
What up, Gil? She has base autos.
I have a picture of one. Yeah.
Please provide that.
Yep. I saw it too, and I think that's one of the reasons why that set went bonkers, because there was Obi-Wan Kenobi and Natalie Portman, Padme base autos. That's why I think it went crazy. Here, I just passed it. I was going to show it to you. I should have favorited it. But while I'm looking for this, if you want to catch up with some of the questions in the chat.
Yeah, I got you. Bum. Yo, what up, Sleevey? Welcome in, boss. The Tops messed up his sketch. Is art and sketches becoming more valuable? I don't know if you answered this one a little bit, but I'll give you my thoughts on the value on sketches. I don't know. I don't think, okay. I'm not sure if sketches are getting more valuable because people are appreciating the art more, or sketches are getting more valuable because people are just like selling them for more. I'm not sure how to explain that fully, but it seems like someone pulls a sketch and like they're trying to sell it like instantly right away. And there's just like this weird instant market for sketches. I feel like every time I pull a sketch for someone, within the next 2 days, I see it in someone else's kind of like collection or something like that. So I don't know if the market for sketches is going up, but I think I forgot the word, but volatility or something like that. Just the frequent sales of sketches is just it's kind of like it's the one product I cannot keep in stock. If I get 10 sketches within the next 3-4 days, those 10 sketches somehow get bought up or put into some sort of someone's pull box or something. I don't know what it is. It just seems like. And another thing I did notice is people buy out sketches and they'll hold them for like 3-4 months, and then they kind of like use them to like trade out into like bigger sketches and kind of stuff. So there's like just the sketches themselves are like a currency within our fucking hobby. It's just a weird thing. They're kind of worth more than numbered cards and anything, because even a shit sketch is worth $40-$30 on a bad day. You know what I mean? Which is most numbered cards are $2-$3. I don't know what is going on. Maybe everyone just appreciate. There's a level of some sort of level of appreciation for the art, so that's why there's that price tax on it. Other than that, I think people just really love them. I don't think they're valuable as an asset. I think right now they just have an insane amount of hype around them. I don't know what people were collecting before, because sketches didn't seem to be as prominent. I want to say like maybe 2022 and after, sketches started being like a real big thing. I'm not saying sets didn't have sketches, but have you seen sketches from like 2015? I think Revenge of the Sith 2005 was the first set to have sketches, but those were like very basic pencil sketches.
Before that, there was Clone Wars.
But that was around the same time, right?
Yeah, it was a little earlier, but yeah.
The wide sketches,
early 2000s. These have sketches. These were cool. This was what year was this? This was the second set of Clone Wars.
Yeah,
and this had a guaranteed sketch in every box. So this box right here.
For the modern sets, when do you think the sketches, like these silver, gold foil, all that kind of stuff, started pumping out?
That's a good question. I mean, you can look. You see them in 21 Galaxy. You see them in earlier sets than that for sure. I don't know when the modern sketches became. Here we go. I found it.
Are you still looking for the Padme?
I just found it.
Nice.
I'm going to share it to your Instagram so you can show it. All right.
That's crazy. I have seen this.
Yeah, man.
Show it to me.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
So there you go. Natalie Portman base autos.
Yeah, they're out there. I think that's one of the reasons why the value of this. She single-handedly, dude, hands on her hips, sent this the value of these boxes to the moon. So
that's fucking crazy.
I
had no idea.
And it's a full auto too. Look at her full autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a kind of a bad habit at doing a shorthand one, but that's the full one. So crazy. Those are worth a lot. Yeah, I could see it. It's kind of funny because you said like that you thought the market was going to come down on the Mark Hamill autographs because of the surplus. But here's the reality. I think
I'm 100% sure on that. I could be wrong, but I'm sure in my beliefs of what I think.
Well, I think that at a point when we see how much is out there, that might be correct, because that is pretty much how it goes with supply and demand. But the supply has been so low that all of a sudden, now that there is some supply, I think like the wolves are out. You know what I mean? The wolves are out to try to get that stuff. Which is why you're seeing base autos listed on eBay for $6,000 or more, which is insane because they're not going to sell at that. But they're going to sell for a lot. Like, how much do you realistically think that those will go for on eBay?
Well, that's my thing is Star Wars autos on card with sticker on card, whatever it is, as long as it's a top Star Wars card, they have inflated market prices.
They do.
Because like I was showing my stream earlier. I can go on eBay right now and buy actual Mark Hamill signed photos, relics, anything for $200-$300.
Exactly.
But the second it's on a Topps card, it's 1,000, 1,200, 800, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. No, that's true. You're absolutely. It's the same with the sketches.
But the reason the reason that is because those cards used to only be out of 5s, 101s, maybe out of 10s. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen a Natalie Portman auto more than out of 5 ever in my life.
Yeah.
This is the fact that this is a base is giving me and my experience signals that there's going to be a big market shift in terms of like before con culture, it was autos and meeting celebrities was had a lot of value to it because most of it happened randomly and you just got lucky. Now they're farming celebrity meetups where you're just you're charging people hundreds of dollars of their hard-earned money to wait in line for hours upon hours to meet the people they're going to meet for maybe 15 seconds. It's overproduction. It's again, if you want to bring up supply and demand, it's too much supply and not enough demand. Because the thing is, I was telling my chat, I just seen a photo of Mark Hamill signing probably like 100 rookie cards in one photo. It was a photo of 100 rookie cards from Wonder Brett's, all 1977 Mark Hamill autos, and he was signing them all. Not only that, you want 2 signed, Benson wants 2 signed, Tony wants like 5 signed.
Yep.
That's just 3 people off the top of my head.
There's going to be tons of them.
There's going to be hundreds of these being put out into the market. So for me to genuinely believe that the Mark Hamill auto is going to sustain its value, to me would be a foolish belief to have.
Yeah.
Based on all the data that I've been given right now. Because
totally,
we see it time and time again. People buy something at a premium, get into a situation where they need money, and then they dump it at a loss. So I think a lot of these people are basing their emotion off, Mark Hamill's at this con, autos are $500. I'm going to go get 10 things signed and make this money. They're going to post them up on eBay for $1,000 each. Everyone's going to be posting at the same time, undercutting $1. It's going to be a race to the bottom. It's going to get to the base price of 500, and then people are going to be like, well, I need money, so I'll take 350 right now. So I'm not saying the market's going to be 350. I was just saying, like, if you just wait for the right time, there's going to be some SpongeBob ass dude who spent 500, got the auto, held it for 2 months, and goes, fuck, I need to pay this bill. Someone give me 300 for this.
Totally.
That's why I'm selling mine, and I'm waiting for that opportunity to buy it again. and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not saying the Mark Auto is not gonna be worth anything. I'm just saying it's gonna get to a point where I think not just Star Wars auto, but celebrities autos are just not worth probably anything anymore. Samuel Jackson probably my auto chase from now on, because that motherfucker does not have any base autos other than 22 Sapphire or 24 Sapphire.
24, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, true. I see what you're saying, and I still think that the reality is, like, for Hayden, for example, you made an important distinction. I just think people want them still, and I think that
it's their emotions haven't caught up with logic, and I think that's what we're experiencing right now.
You see that, like,
that's
on
why
everything.
a lot of but because one thing I've been able to do is I kind of lack emotion. I kind of don't have. I kind of am very analytical about things, so I can tell when someone's just kind of in an emotional state of mind. So that's why they believe what they believe, and they argue. So most of the time when I argue with people, I know I'm arguing my fact versus their emotion, and that's when the argument gets to nowhere, because no matter how much proof I have, this person still feels that way.
Yeah, totally.
So that's why I think, again, Mark Hamill pulls an emotional heartstring on people because it's Mark Hamill. But my data is telling me this motherfucker Mark Hamill sold his soul, and he's gonna fucking pump out these fucking autos. Good for him. Take the money. I'm not mad at him for it. Totally. But I can just something tingles me. I hope I'm wrong too. This is one of the situations where I hope I'm wrong. But something tingles me where just overall celebrity autos are gonna become. It's like Beanie Babies. Oh, I have a Natalie Portman auto. So do I, dude. You know what I mean? So like that. No offense to anyone who has it, but like, I remember the first time I saw that Carrie Fisher index card PSA, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then I saw 200.
Yeah.
After that, and I'm like, okay, this is no wonder they're only $400. Exactly. I think that's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. I could see it. I think it's interesting though, because certain combinations of things will cause someone to emotionally buy something later on. So, like, for example, this Hayden auto, you were just talking about how Hayden has been at every con he can possibly get to and signing as many different things as he possibly can. And he has Topps cards ad nauseum. And then I still had, this is a wave out of Galaxy. A lot of you have seen this card. I got $1,000 offer on this card, and he signs all the time, so I think, and it has a lot to do with like the combination of the gold, like on card with that particular scene. It's a Tracy, 24 Galaxy parallel. There's a lot of different things going on with it that make it like more desirable, I think, for someone. But it's like, why wouldn't he just go? He could literally just go buy that card and like get it autoed, and it might cost him like $300 or $400. But instead, he was offering me $1,000 for it, and I didn't sell it because,
assuming a con comes to his town.
Yeah, true. That is true. Yeah, because you'd have to get there, and that would be an expense, etc. And
hotels,
you could just get it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it probably would round out to something similar, but. Oh, but yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess time will tell. For me, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like what you just said kind of proves my point in terms of emotion. I feel like that guy gave an emotional $1,000 offer on that card, right? Because if I pull up my DMs, I have about 3 different people offering me their on card Hayden card that they got from a con for like $280. You get what I'm saying? So I can buy these, but the thing is because I know I'm in the game, so I know what the game is.
Right.
I took my Hayden PSA 10 to Burbank. They offered me $550 for it. And it's a Hayden on card what remains auto. So if you know, but if you don't know and you see a Hayden auto, $1,000 seems like a really good price to pay for that. Because when you go on eBay, you see, oh, this one went for 2,000, this one went for 3,000, this one went for 4,000.
Yeah.
So I genuinely do think the guy who made that offer did make an emotional offer.
Yeah, I think so too. And I drove him to that point as well, because I was like, you're gonna have to offer me way too much, and I told him that, and he still just wanted it, and so he kept going up and up and up, and I still denied him. But because it's it's personal to me. And it's not all about making money for me. I like to collect, and I like to have I like to collect memories, as well. And like meeting Hayden in Japan and getting that whenever I'm meeting you and Tony and all of them, it's like it all is connected. So for me, it's not worth the losing the card for $1,000. So
and see, that's the beautiful part about this, because I'm the opposite. I'm all about the profits, man.
Yeah,
respectfully though, respectfully.
Totally, because you understand why I value that,
Yeah.
And I also know that there's other areas in which I can profit, and I will do that, because then it's got me thinking, well, okay, I've got what cool other Hayden stuff can I get autographed on send-ins and come back to me, and then I can, give him a better deal than that and make that profit on that. So it gets me thinking that way as well. So, I have a variety of thought processes that I can sort of get behind, right? Like I can be emotional, I can be passionate, I can also be really analytical and logical about things as well. And that's why whenever I see you say something, I'm always like, what's he thinking? You know what I mean? I'm always like, and I'll usually try to draw it out and see what other people think, but then I always want to know like what you're thinking about certain things, because I know you have a lot of information that you're like pulling from to deduce and get those conclusions. So I still want the Mark Hamill autos though on my
I'm
rookie
getting
card.
some too. I'm getting some too. Trust me. I was just saying you can save a couple bucks.
Oh my gosh. And that's why I think right there that we'll still have people chasing them. At the end.
Oh no, they're gonna go. Okay, so back to my original thing is, I think the ones on Topps cards are gonna maintain their. Though those are the ones that are gonna still be nice to get.
Yeah,
I think having like a New Hope VHS signed, I think that's gonna probably be a little over. You know what I mean? Like not as collectible as maybe.
I agree.
Because like again, to bring up that Hayden, back to like the different components creating such unique value, I would probably value that version of the Hayden auto higher than most because of what it is. Of the card, the Tracy, the number. That card alone probably is $60, $75 by itself. You know what I mean? Which for a Topps numbered, what is it, to 99? That's a lot of money for a wave.
That's what I paid for it. That's about what I paid. I think we've looked it up recently and it's gone up. It's like over 100 now, that particular card. Yeah. So Tracy inserts like Vader, Anakin stuff, like that combination.
She's 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Tracy's 2 for 2.
She really is. Her
Galactic Origins is well, obviously those are like probably some of the most short printed inserts I've heard of in a long time.
Yeah, they're really short printed. They're similar to like, I guess, the stained glass in the new set. In terms of the rarity, is that true or no?
Oh, I don't know, but I was just thinking about how we were talking about the stained glass earlier.
Right, that was my segue.
We don't think yeah, what's up with the I think I have the thing still pulled up.
Yeah, pull up the stained glass. Because I pulled 1 out of 3 boxes.
Well, let me pull up this.
The odds.
Yeah.
I
think this is bullshit.
What's up, Lex?
Oh. Wait. 1 in 27? I think I'm just dumb. Hold on. Yeah, I might just be dumb. 27 divided by 6. So it's in every 5 cases, like we suspected. That's funny. We predicted that.
What we said. Yeah. That's amazing.
So I will admit it here. I'm not the smartest kid in the room. So I was going off this. This is the odds I was going. 1 in 16 cases. That's the 1 in 16 cases odd. So I guess these are the real odds. So we said it seems like it's more of a 1 in 5 case kind of situation.
Yeah. And I pulled one, and you pulled two, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's going to PSA tomorrow.
Sick. That one's cool. I like them more in person than the photos that I saw of them earlier. The 3PO one got me stoked. I was like, "Ah, it's so good."
You know what's funny is I was in your stream and you literally said, "I don't understand the hype around the Civilized Age art. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say mid, but it's just not my chase for the set." And then the second you saw the C3PO, you're like, "All right, guys, I take back everything I just said."
I kind of need that one now. Yeah. It's really the only one that I feel like I should have. The 3PO inserts the last several sets have been so good. You know, it's like the Kyberlite, the out of 25 chrome, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Power of the Force out of Galaxy. I'm like, I kind of need like all these, the reflections. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so 1 in 5 cases. Okay. So what else do we have? What else do we have in Smugglers that we didn't touch on? We've got the finest base set.
That's what I was about to show right here. So let me show this. So this is a super that did get pulled. I don't know how, but all the Padme supers are just getting yoinked right away. So this is a Padme super that got pulled, I think, last night. So this is one of the finest base set cards in, a super fractor. I think these are some of the nicest looking. And I was telling Jungle on the phone earlier that this is the first finest set that I believe lives up to the name finest. Because I think I have some right here. Yeah, I have some from last night's break.
They're so good. I like the design so much.
Yeah.
All the parallels look good. The supers look incredible. Yeah, dude, come on. Those are sick.
The Twin Sun.
What's
that art style? I don't want to say AI, but
it has kind of a deco feel.
Yeah.
It's there. It is a design motif that's quite timeless. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, whatever they did with these is really freaking nice.
It's not,
and like I was saying, some of the best production quality in terms of like, if you try to grade these are going to grade really well. I think grading these would be a pretty solid bet. Not that you should for value or anything, but if you were to grade these, it would good. I'm trying to get a PSA 10 of that Padme to go with my Galactic Gear Padme, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then, oh wait, this is actually a personal thing I want to bring up.
It's
so
like
this is a debut auto right here. So this is the first time she's ever signed for us. And there it is, on card.
Yes, dude.
So I don't know what's up with these. I've bought in probably like 10 Lizzo spots and have not pulled a single anything. So I guess this it's a stellar signature auto, right?
Yeah. It's on card, dude. We've been waiting for this for a long time, dude. We've been waiting for this since season 3 of Mando. And
have we?
No, definitely not. I'm totally I'm joshing, but it is really cool to actually see her. We've seen now Commissioner Hellgate, so we've seen Christopher Lloyd sign on card with 24 Masterwork. Now we have Lizzo with Stellar. Are we going to get Jack Black? That's the real question. Are we going to get Jack Black on card auto for Commissioner or for Captain Bombardier?
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about a $600-700 hobby box having redemptions in them?
I think it kind of sucks. I think that one of the things that they do, redemption. I think one of the reasons they do redemptions is it. To me, I don't know this. This is just me speculating. I think it's because they didn't meet deadlines and they can just print this out fast. Like, I don't think they got all the cards back from Diego. I don't know why. Could have been that he was shooting a movie or a show or something. He wasn't as available and he didn't make the deadline signing all the cards and getting them back. They could have gotten lost in the mail. They could have got destroyed by accident, misplaced in the warehouse or what. I don't know. Who knows? But I think this is a cover up. This is how they can save their butt and go, well, we'll send it out to you later, but we'll still be able to make the deadline of getting it out in the set. They did it with Neil as well in 25 Chrome, and could have been some kind of release, signing some type of release with him because he was a minor. Could have been some legal situations with that one, but this one, I don't know. I don't know what gives.
Yeah, I hear too many redemption story horror stories about, and again, that whole, I'm glad they extended their redemption windows to 10 years, but like how you were saying, after 365 days, they kind of don't warranty the product. And it's like, so then why are you allowing this to be in there? And again, I'm glad they extended this to 10 years, but the fact that wasn't even, that had to be extended to 2 years, to me is kind of ridiculous.
It would make sense if this was an on-card quad auto or something, but even those have shown up in the set already. This to me is just a lack of timing, especially since it's a base auto. Look at it, says base parallel. So
it's a base Diego Luna.
Yeah.
Bro, my prediction might be coming true, man.
It might be. Well, I think
these autos are getting.
It's happening in high-end sets. It did happen in 25 hyperspace, which was a little strange to me. I think if we continue to see it in like more common sets, it will be definitely like a little scary. I don't want them to do that. But in this set in particular, I'm like totally like game for it because it's like on card, limited series. It's expensive. Here it is. But I do want to address purple. Same break, that 1 of 1, the Superfractor Padme, literally 10 other numbered Padmes came out. Make it make sense. I do happen to know that particular streamer is a Fnatic streamer, so I would not be surprised if that one actually was something curated. I'm not saying it was. I just wouldn't be surprised to hear that it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on Smugglers. I'm having a good time. Like I said, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I don't think I'm gonna dome any personals, unless like, I don't know, the fucking lottery just hits or something. I don't know, but
I want to for my birthday. I want a birthday box. So
in June,
yeah,
that's in 3 months.
Aww,
oh shit, my birthday's in 2 months. And we all had like a birthday like a week apart or 2 weeks apart.
Yeah, me and Tony have the same birthday, which is hilarious. Yeah, so we execute order 66, dude. It's literally June 6th is our birthday, is our shared birthday. 66, yeah. It's pretty hilarious. I think Redemptions also is to fight against weighing packs and boxes from what I've heard as well, but also can be timing. Yeah.
That, I can debunk that right now because Redemptions are lighter, so it would be the lightest pack in the box. Not that I would know, but yeah, usually the paper, the non like that. Yeah, I guess sketch card kind of.
Yeah, because it's like one of these
stock paper. It's like, it's just stock paper. It doesn't have all like 10 layers of prints and all that kind of crap on it.
Yeah, 100%.
So if it for Wayne, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how the Wayne pack Wayne packs thing works, but I know for a fact that would be a lighter pack.
Yeah. Well, I know that they did it for. I believe what he's saying does apply to the print plate booklets for 25 Chrome. I think that's maybe where that actually applied.
Those they were packs this big.
Yeah.
Sid pulled one, on the one that Top Tree posted.
Yeah.
Fat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I think it's a great set. I think there was some complaints about Finest kind of being feeling like a big majority of what was in there. It was gonna have basically one of them was gonna have to shoulder the load to have a base set. Like there was gonna have to be
Yeah.
a bigger base set, and they decided that it would be Finest, which I think was a really good idea, especially since the design is so good. It's pretty timeless, and I think that the value of that set is going to be really good. I think it makes sense, you know, over like a chrome black.
I mean, I couldn't tell you what year that was, even knowing that's from Smugglers.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a good design, but it doesn't like
it's good.
It doesn't like blow my mind for chrome black. I'm less interested in the chrome black stuff in this set and way more interested in the Finest stuff. The Finest is just to me like, and the quality's there on the chrome black and everything. They're thicker, and they have the matte sheen on them, or satin sheen mixed with the high gloss. They're good. I
and
like
the
chrome.
roller marks.
And the roller marks occasionally, yes. More than I would like to see it, but yeah, the Finest really has my heart in this set, as well as the Stellar stuff. I really like the Stellar reprints that are numbered and stamped. The chases being sketchographs, Stellar art, Stellar like original sketches. We're looking for, dude, the Cortosis. We haven't even talked about this. I love those Cortosis autos. I think they're so good. Like, do you have one right there? Oh, God bless America. They're so good. Like there's a base version that's numbered like a parallel with no auto, and then there's an on-card auto. This is a Galactic Antiquities piece for this set, and I think that they're so cool. The metal frame,
that one,
the design, like, dude.
After
pulling one and having one in my hand, they're heavier. They're so cool. Oh gosh, that is sexy. Is that one numbered or no?
No, it's base.
That's crazy.
Unnumbered.
That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely want to get my hands on a few of those for the collection out of this set. Those are so cool. Yeah, there's a lot of good chases. The Galactic Funks are cool. Gives like all the different musicians in the Star Wars universe a little bit of shine. They're really like groovy, like Woodstock, like late 60s design. I think that's really cool. How do you feel about those? Do you like those?
Which ones again?
The Galactic Funks.
Oh, what's funny is like probably the day before the checklist came out, I was just explaining to people how I'm on a mission to get an autograph from all the Galactic band members.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Literally, they announced the next day the checklist. I was like, there's literally an interset of just Galactic band members, and it's called the Galactic Band. I was like, hell yes.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of that. I can't wait to those. I'm gonna start buying at least the base. I'm gonna start buying those out. Yeah. I think there's 12 of them or some shit like that. Let me see.
There's quite a few, yeah, and a lot of like 12. A lot of fun musicians in there, dude. Yeah. I think that's such a cool insert set. I just really think that they swung for the fences with this set and they really like connected, I think the biggest cons,
15 of them.
Yeah. The biggest cons are that it's just expensive. So,
yeah. I mean, like, is it really though? Because
compared to what Topps put, I think Topps put it out for an appropriate price. I'm not saying that Topps made it too expensive. Yeah. I think that the secondary market are a bunch of like wolves, and they're really trying to make a lot of money on it. I mean, when you look at the markups, they're kind of ridiculous. I do think that the value is still there. But what do you think? How do you think? Okay, let's just say at $650 a box. Do you think the value is there? That's $300 more than the retail drop.
Yeah, but I like coming from like
I mean, don't be afraid to say what you want.
That's just cards. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the card culture. Because if you think about Pokemon, a set comes out, booster boxes retail for like 80, 90, but they're $220 the day they come out, or some are 300, 400. So to me, it's just card culture, and it's not so much like. I think the value is there, again, going based off more mature buyers, like the Gestures, the AGFs, the CBs, like those kind of people, because to me, they're the ones that are going to come in and spend $1,000 on doming 4 hyperspace boxes and are comfortable with getting absolutely jack shit and walking away and doing it to the next stream, versus this product, they spend a little bit less and they're guaranteed, hey, at the end of the day, I got 2 autos and some really nice sketches. I think it's worth it. I genuinely think this is $1,000 product. I genuinely think this is $1,000 product. I think there's more value in this than there is Masterwork. Masterwork, to me, I think is one baby tier under this.
I tend to agree with you. Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think a big part of that value comes from being able to grade the cards too. Whereas Masterwork, like the gradability of Masterwork is not very good, especially the base set, you know, like you can get an out of 5 parallel or a 1 of 1 parallel on their base sets, and they're not worth as much, which is kind of strange, right? So yeah, they have on-card autos. Yeah, they have you know, great sketches and potential sketch booklets and things like that. It's a great set, super fun. I do agree with you that I think that this set is worth that. I really do, because what you're going to see is you're going to see that the resale value, like in terms of the third-party stuff, like the sketches and the autos and stuff, you're already seeing $6,000 for a Mark Hamill auto. You know what I mean? You're already seeing this, like, boom, it's up here. So actually, you're right. Like, is it worth it? Like, yeah, I kind of think it is, dude. I think some people think that, yeah, it's like, you know, Purple says it's not worth $650 a box. Maybe to you it's not, but to a lot of people it is. You know, and that's a personal thing. You know, that's a personal thing. And
really Celsius. Yeah,
and I get that. I do get that. You know, but again, like, this hobby is expensive. Like, at the end of the day, this is an expensive hobby to be in. And you know, reflecting what Poppy just said, it's like, look, dude, like, people are dropping $1,000 in a room casually, and it is a hobby, much like high rolling, like at a casino or playing cards. People with extra money do it, you know, at the end of the day. This is an extra money type of set. And if you realize that and you understand that this is like not a set for the common collector, same with Galactic Antiquities, same with Masterwork. It's not a common set. This is a special set. It's going to have a ton of value in it. The sketches are going to go for, I mean, sketch market is booming. It's going into the stratosphere. A lot of these artists have gotten better every set. I've studied all of these artists out, and like a prime example of this is Eric Medina. I wanted to bring him up, and I want to actually pull up his Instagram. Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
These artists have leveled up, all of them. I've watched these artists from set to set. This set has some of the best work of these artists that I have personally seen as well. And I think with that is going to come a level of demand for it, and then also that number for all those is going up. It's going up. So when you do hit, you know, if you do intend on selling something that maybe you don't collect, to try to continue to bolster your own collection, you're going to be able to get a lot from it. So, especially if you're patient with some of the stuff, you know, sometimes you'll get things that sell right away, and sometimes you have to sit on something for a little bit before it moves.
Yeah, but I think it's priced, like you said, it's like I'm priced out of this set personally. I'm, like he said, I'm not mature now. I'm not mature enough for this set. Right. I don't have the ability, like, for me to drop money on throwing 3 of these on someone's stream is way out of my budget. I cannot do
I'm
that.
not doing it either. Yeah, I'm not doing it either.
Yeah.
So,
but as I'm in a lucky position where I can sell it to someone who can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I guess it's perspective, because again, if I was in purple shoes and I just dropped $1,000 and got jack shit, I'd
be salty too.
Up a storm. Yeah,
I'd be salty too.
Yeah.
I agree, and it's easier to get carried away when something's new and spend too much money on something. And I think it's important that you put those boundaries on that, so you don't come away feeling like that. Because it's easier to come away after $100 or 120, 150 than spending 1,000 and having the same thing go down. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I would encourage you, like, give yourself a little bit of a boundary there to enjoy it a little more. Because like you said, like, we would feel the same way. Like, we would feel really salty after a set, because I have dropped that much money on a set personally, and and more actually, and I've come away winning. But if I'm going to spend that much money, I usually spend that much money ripping boxes to my dome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that way I like have an entire box where I know I'm getting something. And then I just like will bury myself into boxes if I'm really psyched, until I get what I need out of it. And then I'll stop, or whatever. But with this set, I made the boundary. I said, look, this is the beginning of the stream. I think you guys heard me, but it was like, on release day, I'm going to stream. I'm going to raid a small streamer. Ended up being Benzin. And then I was like, I'm going to support a small streamer today as well. And I was like, and I'm going to give myself no more than this much to spend. And I came up with that ahead of time. And I used some intuition and some inner voice. And I bought the spots that I felt good about, and I hit. And I did well, and I supported a streamer as well. So I had all that in mind going into it. And I think that, the reality is, I've gone into it without that mindset, and I've been less happy. I've been way less happy. So I would just encourage you to frame that the way that, makes you happiest, makes you the most happy with whatever it is.
Also, and this is just, not to get too into it, but the same thing that happens to me, like in competitive video games, I play video games to escape and have a good time. Mm-hmm. But there gets to a point where I play a game because I want to be the best, and I just do not have a good time because I expect to win every round. And yet when I go on that 3-4 game losing streak, it really puts me in a negative mental space where I'm now not relaxing, I'm stressing.
Yeah.
So if going into breaks consistently puts you in that mental state, like I can tell people, the reason why I don't dome boxes is because I can't stomach the loss.
Yeah.
So if going into breaks puts you in that mental state of like you're just not okay at the moment, I would probably avoid putting yourself into those kind of situations. That's just for me, because I do that for myself, and I had to do that for breaks, especially after Galaxy. I spent a little over $1,000 on Galaxy 25 when it first came out, and I walked away with 1 X-Fractor, which is more than what most people would get. So I feel very lucky. But I needed to put those boundaries up because I consistently every day had stomach aches because I just saw my bank account go down and nothing came out of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Victoria. QT Chromie has a really great thing to say here. I love this. Says, I feel that. I think when I first downloaded Whatnot, I went hard. Then I set boundaries for myself. Yeah, and boundaries, it's funny because we think of like boundaries and like rules as like, especially for people that are like us and are like, we're rebels, we're like free spirited, we want to get to do what we want. Boundaries actually give us more freedom, and they make the experiences that we have more enjoyable, because going into it, like, these are my parameters and I can enjoy what's in that space. You get stressed when you start having like almost like you lose control and like you lose track of what's going on. That's
expectations.
Yeah.
It's when you set a certain amount of expectations and they don't meet. It's probably some of the most stressful self-inducing pain you can put yourself through. Did I lose you? Are you frozen?
Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm back.
I get what you're saying. I agree with you, but going into a 3 to 5 caser, there's no reason to skunk. Yeah, that's just, yeah, it's especially because I get what you mean. And from your perspective, I totally understand, because it's like I went into 3 caser and got nothing. That guy went into 3 caser and got 5 Hans, like, or 3 Hans, whatever. My numbers are all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get your perspective, and I've been there, brother. I've been there. I've just, again, been blessed to be on this side of the selling cards and buying cards, that I get kind of a reality check sometimes from what's really going on. So it's tough, man. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And then Herc is right. Honestly, this is my best advice I give all my friends, who, because a lot of people do come to me complaining. I think I've become some sort of outlet for some people, where they kind of come to me and they let me know like what the issues are going on. And my biggest advice I tell people is, dude, just buy the singles you want. Do not buy a $400 box to chase a $200 card. That's just not logical. And I'm telling, and this is coming from the guy that profits off selling you the $400 box.
Same.
Yeah.
I do more breaks. And guess what? The majority of what you see behind me was like a single that I purchased, or a deal that I made. So what I will say is that I put a certain amount of like money and boundary aside for breaks, because it's fun. There's a level of fun and experience that you get getting in on breaks with your friends, especially whenever a product is new, or even long term. That is a lot of fun. If I had more dispensable income, like I would be buying into breaks all the time, because it's fun. There's also a different experience of fun of ripping boxes, but I don't sit here and dome boxes to myself by myself. Much like I don't typically drink like, a 6-pack of beer to myself. I'd rather share it with my homie, and I'd rather rip with my friends. I think it's more fun. That's why you'll see me do like box battles with people on stream, like when someone's here, because I think it's a more fun way to do it. But then in terms of my collection, whenever I'm really trying to, I don't dome boxes, and I don't go into breaks necessarily to try to build my collection. Now, there's a hope there when I go into breaks, like I got to do yesterday. For sure, it happens. It does. But my mindset going in was that I was going to support a small streamer, that it was going to be seed sown. I just happened to actually hit, and it does add to my collection, and add to my experience, and add to my friendships, and add to my content. So there's a lot of things that can come out of it, but there's boundaries. I have hella boundaries too,
Yeah.
So
there's a couple of things going on here. First, this is something, and quick, we've been here for a little bit, so I don't want to keep repeating conversations, but I was telling Jungle on the phone as well. I think something, since 25 Galaxy, the quality control went down at least 50%. It's gotten ridiculous, to like Galaxy missing all the hits, Hyperspace having backwards cards to the point where you see what hit it is as soon as you open the pack. Galactic or Smugglers, Outpost, it's just been all over the place. So I completely agree with you guys, and that's just something that's one of the many things you have to consider when you're putting your money into these products. And it's a risk to reward situation, and you have to kind of assess the risk and see how much you're willing to accept the risk.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where we're at. It's just it's another factor you must consider before you swipe. And like, again, then which brings up what Victoria's saying right here, is also what not makes it so easy just to swipe. And I think that's probably one of the smartest things they could have done on the app, is implement buying as something that's so natural to us. Just swipe. You don't have to, your credit card is linked, your address. Like when you buy something or whatnot, you don't have to do anything but swipe one. It doesn't even, are you sure? It doesn't even are you sure you want to buy it? It's okay, bought. It's gone. And I just think that's the funniest. And the worst part is, and if anyone has an iPhone, you guys know, when to switch apps, you swipe, right? To switch over apps, you swipe. You know how many times I've been in a stream and I tried switching apps and I accidentally bought something?
Same.
I've spent probably like $1,000 by now from accidentally swiping on the stream.
Yeah.
So it's you just got to be careful, man. It gets us all. And then
Yeah.
Herc over here saying, I've arguably gotten more value out of singles, but I support when I can, and it does pay off at times as well. And yes, it's fun.
Yep.
It seems like you've spent thousands of dollars to figure this out. You get what I'm saying?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Hercules has. Yeah. I've watched it. We've all been there since day one with Hercules, you know, and Hercules has become, what's cool about this, if you keep going and you work through this stuff, you actually become a more mature human. And you get to exercise self-control, and you get to like operate with a fun community, and then you get to like actually take in all of the benefits and not just like get hurt, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like to encourage people that have gotten hurt to be able to get to where Hercules is, truthfully, you know?
Well, maybe next episode we'll do a quick deep dive on Hercules Boba Fett collection, because I will admit it might not be the greatest collection I've ever seen after going to nationals, no offense, but it's probably one of the greatest Boba Fett collections I've ever seen.
It's well put together. He really, you can tell he really cares about it. He really like, yeah, it's good. It's really good. And I'm not just saying that because 2 of my sketches are in it.
Which I've offered money on, and he keeps saying no. I want that bounty hunter Boba Fett, War of the Bounty Hunters.
Oh yeah. I need to do some more work for you. Hopefully soon. Let's see. Oh, random sports-based cards. Yeah. He's not talking about us either. Purple. Yeah.
The frustrating part, if I spend 300 400 in your stream and so that's actually, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm perfect because I do this, or I'm better than you because I do this. But that's one thing, and those of you who are in my streams know, if you're spending hundreds, like anybody spends more than like $300-400 in me, I am shoving shit down your throat. Here, take this, take that, take this, take that. Yeah. Yesterday, I was doing a 2-boxer for Smugglers, and I sold about half the break, kind of stalled out for like 2 hours. It was one of those kind of nights. And then luckily Synth rated me at like 11 p.m. And this one dude came in and bought like 7 teams, spent like $700-800. And then he said, wow, I didn't realize that the sketch had its own spot. I was hoping I was getting sketches. And I was like, you know what, dude? I pulled out some sketches. I was like, pick a sketch. And I kind of just threw him a sketch. And I'm not bringing this up so you guys can think I'm the greatest person ever, but it's just like, I hate when someone comes into my stream and spends a lot of money and they don't get anything. Like if someone dumps half a case and we don't pull them anything, I'm like, let me see what I can do for you, bro. Like, this is, it's not my responsibility, but no, I get what you mean, Purple. Yeah.
I'm the same way though. And Purple, yeah, like I think also this is the hallmark of a good streamer. And I'm gonna, you don't have to say this, BP, but I will say this. You are a great streamer. And so, and you actually care about not only the product that's going out, but you care about the people that are coming into your streams, that the people that are in your room. And that's why you do that, you know, and not everyone's like you. And unfortunately, you know, because if everybody was, then I think people would be a lot more happy with what's going on in the landscape. But I really appreciate Purple saying that he supports me. He says, I don't mind donating my money to Jungle. He's a homie. I don't care if I skunk in his room. Yeah, and I appreciate you, dude. And, you know, you also have a mind for other people as well, Purple. You've given a lot to me. We're gonna turn around and give a lot to somebody that we're going to mention here in a little bit here as we come to the end of the stream. But we're going to continue to show why this being a part of this community is so important. Sweets. I support when I can. Just to a select few on Whatnot now. At this point, it feels like trading with friends than just being a buyer. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I had more extra to spend right now, like I would be supporting more of my small streamer friends. I don't go in on these 5Ksers and things of these big streamers hoping to hit stuff. I would rather go into like one of the smaller, into BP stream, into Benson stream, into Tony's or whoever Sweets I've bought from you, and be able to get things from you guys, because it's more about feeding the community, all of us eating. So Hercules.
Yeah, the whole Whatnot thing's cool, man. The closest thing I can describe it to would be like high school, going to the cafeteria and just every table is just a different stream room, and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go sit at this table today. What do they got? What do they talk about over here? And it's like, let's go to the other table. And you kind of just like, I remember it reminds me of being in high school. I kind of had to pay my dues to each little section of each different friend group I had, and so that's how it kind of is. It's like you show up, oh, Tony's on, cool, let's go hang out here for 20 minutes. All right, now Alpha's on, I'm over here for 20 minutes, and then Jungle's on. Now I got to sit here and watch him pull another black foil. And I'm done for the night.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, and it's funny because like I don't get to do this as much as I'd like to right now, just because I have such a demanding schedule at home and in my life. But dude, BP's and Tony's streams, and BP's especially because he'd be on at night and I would be just hanging out. I'm kind of a night owl. And before I was really streaming that much on Whatnot, I would have his stream up at night. And it is really cool, like what Gazer's saying, giving a cool spot that we can all hang out and feel like homies and close friends. Yeah, because that is what it does. It's like the advantage to all of it. It's the big value advantage is that you get to make real friends, because like these two dudes like have stayed at my house. You know what I mean? Like, and it probably won't be the last time, it's probably going to happen multiple times over.
Well, we got the podcast to do now.
For sure. Yeah. And you can fly to Denver and I'll come get you and we can do it here,
Yeah.
And
before, I actually don't want to cut you off, but it seems like Purple has it has to leave soon, so he wants to see if we can get to the news.
Let's do it. Let me read it.
I do have to be live. I could push the stream back a little bit. I do have a Whatnot stream, so
okay.
Let's get this.
How much time do we have?
As much time as we need. I'm in no rush. I'm just putting it out there that with pretty soon I'm gonna have to get out of here a little bit. But if you have the information on Joshua, from what I remember, Joshua is a child who is unfortunately dealing with some hard times right now. Let me see if I could.
Yeah, I'm going to read about the update right here that Purple sent me. So
cool.
So Joshua was diagnosed with refractory Burkitt's leukemia. He's a huge Star Wars fan. Even Star Wars, the TikTok account, commented on their page. He just rang the bell and got to go home. He still has a long road to recovery, and he doesn't have a P.O. box set up yet, but will create one as soon as his parents get him settled. He's got favorite characters to mention here being Luke, Anakin, and Starkiller. If you were able to, basically, we're going to try to pull cards and different collectibles for him. Whatever we can do to bless this kid. So we want to do it as a community. Purple is in contact with his family. So Purple's going to be, I would assume, curating. So what we can do is create a channel in the Discord. We can do it in my Discord. If you're not in there, we can drop a link and hopefully get you guys in there. We'd like to it's things like this where we want the community to shine forth. Like collecting can be kind of a selfish pursuit. And when we make it about each other and about other people, it definitely like makes it full value in my mind. So I've got plenty that I want to share. Even if they're like base cards, you know what I mean? Base cards can go a long way. Getting to flip through those, if you have enough of them, it tells a story, and so we just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll probably talk to Jungle privately about this tomorrow. I have an idea that we can do. Maybe get a little more of the community involved.
We wanted to put this out there so that you guys could be thinking about it and maybe just setting some stuff aside, collecting some stuff, and then we'll give you a clear-cut path on what we're going to do.
Well, actually, that's what I'm saying. I'll talk to you about it because I have actually an idea that might be a lot more feasible than we think.
Yeah.
But
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I think Lex. So yeah, so I appreciate you, Mr. Purple Wolf Demon, for letting us know about that. I'm very happy to help and support whatever we can. And guys, if you guys need any more information or want to help as much as you can, just DM either me or Jungle, and we'll pretty much get you situated. But Lex says, I think for most of us, it's about building our communities and networks with friends, and even if we aren't buying, we're still interacting, modding, etc., and showing support that way. Yeah, so I would be the first to admit my support comes from me being in your chat, making fun of people. I'm in no buying mode in my point of life right now, so I don't even buy clothes or go out or pretty much do anything. I'm kind of like in trying to get my family situated. I'm sure you're in the same boat. It's we're in that part of our lives where it's not really about us, it's about them. So right now, my support comes mainly from like I'll be in your show, I hang out, and I do spend money here and there, but
yeah, and I appreciate
it. I just want to let you guys know it's not because I don't like what you guys have. I'm just in my own kind of situation right now.
We have pretty hard boundaries set up. My buying is pretty limited. I do buy some, but I have pretty strong stipulations on that.
Yeah.
So I also don't go out. We cook dinner. We don't spend very much on grocery. Like we cut costs in our family a lot of ways that allow me to get away with, the purchases that I do make and things like that. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I am.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
We're getting some messages in.
Truly.
Both of you and Tony are definitely some safe space. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. You don't have to do this, but you guys are so real and generous. Appreciate you, Gazer. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, man.
I would love to contribute. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
So we'll figure it out. Thank you so much. If y'all have questions, DM me on Discord until we have our channel. Nice. And then Sweet Sand says she'd love to help out. Purple says awesome. And then we got a nice little laughing emoji.
Love it.
But yeah, guys, this is any last minute questions, and don't feel free if you guys have another topic, another question you guys want us to do a quick little deep dive on. I do got some time, so just let me know. But yeah, big release this week. Is it annoying that I'm already waiting for the next one?
It's because we're anticipating it. Yeah. Well, I will plug my show for tomorrow night. So tomorrow evening, I have a case break going for Smugglers. Teams are live right now. I think a lot of you have already seen that. If you guys are interested in getting a team and a case break over at the Jungle for tomorrow night, still sealed. Hopefully there's something nasty in there. There probably is. But I hope to see you guys there. If not, that's cool too. If you guys want to show up and make fun of people, if you want to show up and make fun of me, totally acceptable.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. I hope it happens.
But.
Yeah. So, the speculation for the next set is Masterwork. It is Masterwork. So that'll be the next set that we see. More than likely, and we think we're gonna see it soon. Yeah, Purple, I'll get in there for you, buddy. I'll get in there for you. Here, I'll do it right now.
Live in the flesh.
Live. I'm gonna accept I'm going to accept Purple's offer. Oh, shoot. We have 2 offers. We have 2 offers. Which is your offer? What's your offer? If I hit accept highest offer, I don't know who it's going to. Tell me what your offer is so I'll know. Well, if I accept, there's 2 offers. So if I accept it right now, it's just going to go to whoever bid the highest. So you got to tell me what you offered so I'll know if it's going to you or not. Otherwise, you're going to have to just maybe buy it outright, or I have to submit a counter and you have to be ready for it. Did you message me in private? Message me in private and tell me how much you offered. Please, Jungle. Please accept it. 15% off. Okay. Okay, well, let me look. Okay, the highest offer is 10% off right now. So if you want it, I'm going to counter it, but it's going to be a counter at $82, which is going to be $1 above the highest offer. You're going to have to be ready to accept it. I'm going to do it in 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It has been submitted. All right. I'm back. He said, hold on. He said 81. Oh, well. What? $1 tip. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
But all right. If that's it, and it's okay with you guys, I'm going to get out of here and go get my Whatnot stream going. You got anything else, Brother Ming?
I'm good for now. I mean, you guys know me. I can yap for the next I could probably go for another 3 or 4 hours, but
I think we've been going for
I don't even know.
8 o'clock. I think we've been going 5 hours, including our phone call.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that's it for this episode. Don't forget, every Thursday, 6 p.m., we will be live on our YouTube channels to do this. And then, yeah, I'm about to go live on Whatnot right now just to hang out, maybe dollar start some pool box. I ain't got much but smugglers, and I don't know what to do with it other than breaking. So
go to his stream
right now.
Go to his stream.
And then don't forget, guys, Jungle does have a full case break with Teams Live now.
Yep.
So, yeah, have a good night, guys. Yeah. And I'll see you guys on the other app. Bye.